This is the 50 engineering scale. We would use this scale if the title block read 1 to 5, 1 to 500, 1 inch equals 50 feet, and so on. Notice that the leading number on the right-hand side of the colon or the equal sign all have a 5. These three scales we're going to read using these three different scenarios. The first scale, we will assume that 1 inch, this is where the 1 inch mark is equal to 5,000 feet. That would make this 11,000 feet. So the tick marks in between the 11,000 and 12,000 foot mark would be in hundreds. So this would be 11,400 feet. We have to put the foot mark in here because of the scale that's being used. The scale itself expresses that we're using 1 inch on paper to represent 5,000 feet in real life. So our answer always needs to have the foot mark to indicate the unit of measurement in actual size that we're using. With this next scale, we will assume the same distance is now equal to 1 inch is equal to 50 inches. So 1:50, if seen in a scale or title block, can mean 1 millimeter is equal to 50 millimeters if we were looking at a metric drawing. Or in this scenario, since these scales are in imperial units, this is equal to 1 inch is equal to 50 inches. So our answer here would still be 11,400, but we have to change that value. This is now 50, not 5,000. So that means that this would be 110. This would be 120. So the tick marks in between the 110 and 120 are worth 1 unit or 1 inch in this scenario. So this would be 114 inches. With this answer, it's correct to either put inches or nothing, depending on how the drawing is set up. If the drawing indicates that it's in imperial units or metric, right in the title block, we may not need to put that unit of measurement. If it's not as clear, it might be easier to put that unit of measurement following the value. So it's the choice of the drafter. For the last dimension, we're assuming 1 inch now is equal to 50 feet. This is 50 feet. This is going to be 114 again, but we have to make sure to put the foot mark after that. This has to have the foot mark in place. Otherwise, we could have an answer that reads 114 or 114, and we don't know if it's in feet or inches. Because of the nature of the scale, we know that we're working in feet as actual size, so the foot mark has to be there for this scale to be correctly read.